Let's make some znoo desit. This is my all-time favorite Ramadan dessert. We're gonna start by cutting the phyllo dough, and then we're going to arrange it like this. Add a dollop of the ashta cream, which is a thickened cream, and then start rolling it as shown in the video. I like to seal it with a mixture of flour and water, and once I'm done that, it's ready to be fried. Yes, you can bake them, but they're so much better when they're deep fried, like everything else, right? All right, so now we're going to fry them in the hot oil until they're nice golden brown, and then a quick dip into the simple syrup. Garnish it with some pistachios and enjoy. This is such an easy and delicious treat. Grab the recipe at the link in my bio.
Today I'm going to be sharing with you my mom's secret ingredient to making the juiciest kufta kebabs. In a food processor, add 1 bunch of parsley with a sliced onion and mix until smooth, and add that to your ground beef. Go ahead and add half of an onion and mix that until smooth and squeeze out the excess water. Now the secret ingredient is a raw potato. You're going to mix in a raw potato with a garlic clove, mix until it looks like this, and squeeze out the excess water. Add 2 teaspoons of salt and 1 teaspoon of black pepper and mix that in very well. Once it looks like this, go ahead and shape it out, or you can even use a skewer, but I'm going to shape it out like this and then take it off the skewer just because it comes out more juicy this way. Then I'm going to grill it for about 3 minutes on each side or until completely cooked. You don't want to overcook it because then it'll dry out. Serve with some jasmine rice and enjoy.
Let's make this juicy Middle Eastern flavored chicken. To a shallow bowl, add yogurt, tomato paste, olive oil, fresh lemon juice, vinegar, minced garlic, and dried oregano. We're gonna add some spices: garlic powder, cumin, paprika, cinnamon, 7-spice, Aleppo pepper, sumac, salt, and pepper. Mix it all together really well until you have a really creamy and well-incorporated marinade. Grab your chicken and pat dry. Cut into fillets so they are nice and even in size. Using a mallet, pound the chicken until the thickness is even. Salt and pepper on both sides and drop into your marinade. Let it marinate for at least 2 to 4 hours or ideally overnight. Now you could either grill these or you could put them on a hot griddle inside and cook for 7 minutes on each side or until it reaches an internal temp of 165. Look how juicy that is. Enjoy it with rice, salad, or pita. Recipe on fufuskitchen.com.
I came up with this recipe on the spot and it turned out amazing. I started off by cubing my chicken breast, then I marinated it with some yogurt, lemon juice, black pepper, salt, garlic seasoning, paprika, 7-spice, a little bit of ground cardamom, turmeric, and a little bit of barbecue sauce for sweetness. Mixed that all together and I let it marinate in the fridge for a few hours. When I was ready to cook, I heated up a pan with some vegetable oil and sauteed the chicken in there until it was fully cooked. Then I washed my basmati rice and then I heated up a tablespoon of oil in the pot and sauteed the rice in there. This helps it not get too mushy. Then I added some salt, pepper, 7-spice, and 2 chicken stock cubes. Added however much water I needed for the amount of rice I was cooking. I let it come to a boil and then I covered it and let it cook for however long it needed to. For a little salad, I cut up some cucumber and tomato. Then I added lemon juice, olive oil, salt, and dried mint. Mix that all together. In the blender, I added some garlic cloves, some sour cream or Greek yogurt, tahini, lemon juice, a little bit of mayo, salt and pepper, and I blended that until it was all nice and smooth to make a garlic tahini sauce. I cut up the chicken to make it a little bit easier to eat, assembled, and enjoy. I really hope you guys like this recipe as much as I do.
As a first Ramadan recipe, I'm making these cute little msakhan rolls. To make them, I just boiled some chicken with onions, cinnamon, bay leaves, pepper, and salt. Remove the foam to keep the broth very clean, and then you shred that chicken. You can also just buy a pre-made rotisserie chicken, it's gonna taste the same. Now on the side, you caramelize some onions until they're beautiful golden brown, and you combine with the chicken with a lot of sumac, salt, pepper, and chicken broth. Sumac or sumac, whatever, is the key ingredient to the whole dish. You can't skip that. Plus, it's gonna make everything pink, which is super cute. For the rolls, I usually use tortilla or pita bread, add some garlic sauce, I brush with olive oil, and then I bake until it's nice and crispy. Enjoy!
This is batata harra. It literally translates to spicy potato. 1-inch cube, brush this into hot oil and cook 80% through. In a hot wok, let some oil top, tomato or pepper paste, a generous amount of heartburn, add a whole lot of chili flakes, Cajun or cayenne pepper, and toast. Potatoes go in, generously hit with salt, and just watch them transform in color. Fresh lemon zest brings it to life. A squeeze of lemon will brighten it all up. Remember, greens always negate the calories. And now we have final product. And as always, now bismillah, addicting. Easily one of my favorite potato dishes.
Let me show you guys how I made these delicious juicy kufta kebabs. They're so good and easy to make. I'm sure you guys will love it. Now let's get started. You're going to need 80-20 ground beef, a handful of parsley, 4 garlic cloves, half a red bell pepper, half an onion. You're also going to need 1 jalapeno with the seeds taken out, a drizzle of olive oil, and a little bit of water for mixing. Using a food processor, you're going to keep mixing until it is a finely chopped consistency. Using a rubber spatula, I push the mixture down again, and then I keep pulsing until it is the consistency that I want. I do this 1 to 2 times. I'm going to pulse it one more time, and the mixture is ready. This is how it should look. Do not throw the water away. You're going to add this to the meat as well. Now I am going to add the mixture to the meat, and I'm going to add some seasonings and then mix it up really well, and it is ready to be added to the skewers. For the seasonings, I just added some salt, black pepper, cumin, and some allspice. You don't need to add many seasonings in this recipe because there is so much flavor in it from all the fresh veggies that we added first. Now I will keep mixing until the parsley mixture and the seasonings are mixed into the meat really well. And this is how it should look once everything is all mixed together. And now I'm just going to shape them onto the skewers. My camera didn't record this part where I added the meat to the skewers, but I will get a video up for you guys as soon as possible. I usually barbecue the kufta skewers, but they can be baked as well. And I just grill it for 10 to 15 minutes. We also made some cheeseburgers, and one of my absolute favorites, it's called arayes, and it's a flatbread that is baked with kofta on top. And then at the end, I love to add some cheese. So what you're going to do is add some of the kofta mixture. I grab a handful of the kofta mixture, and I'm going to be using flat pita bread. You can also get a thicker kind that opens into a pocket. Then just add it to one side, close the pita pocket, and then bake. But I'm going to be using this pita bread. I bake it in the oven on 350 for 10 minutes until halfway cooked, and then I add some cheese at the end, and I bake it again for another 5 minutes. And then it is ready once the cheese is nice and golden on top and all melted. You guys need to try this. The edges are nice and crispy, and the center of the meat is so tender and juicy. Serve it with a side of salad and some yogurt for dipping, and enjoy!